it's so difficult to find a good spot to video. I meant to go to the library again, but there's people studying there. I don't want to disturb them, and I'm shy to video this kind of stuff around them. So yeah. But I know you guys might need this video because the boards are coming up really soon, and a lot of you are chatting me, oh my gosh, there's only 1 month left till the boards. What do I do? Can I do it? Can I study it in that amount of time? I almost didn't file. So a lot of people are chatting me like that, and I say, of course you can do it. You can study. And hopefully this video will help you a bit more. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you 9 things to do in the last month before the board exam. And also, I'm sorry about my voice and about my haggardness. I'm sick, but I still want to make this video for you guys. First and foremost, plan it out. I don't know how many times I've said it before, you have to plan it out. First, know your exam. What subjects are going to be in it, and the weight of each subject, and the time that you have to answer all the questions. And based on that, make sure that in your schedules you have enough time to cover each subject. Based on your proficiency or how good you are at a certain subject, your time allotment for that subject should differ. And also based on the weight of the subject or the percentage of your score that it will take up. One thing you could do is study the subjects in reverse order. So the last subject of the exam will be the first one that you study. So that way, when you're almost at the board exam, you're already studying the very first subject that you will have to take. And when you make this plan, make sure you follow through, because a lot of people make plans and make schedules, make timetables, and the thing is that they don't follow through. If you make a plan, you have to follow through. Number 2, learn to say no. Like I've said in the previous video, studying should be sacred. There should be no distractions and no disturbances. You only have a month left. So stop going out to parties and stop posting pictures on Instagram. Stop updating your Facebook status. Just leave that all for when you're done with the boards. Number 3, set your clock. And I mean all of your clocks. Set your clock to wake up, set your clock to eat on the right time, set your clock to sleep at the right time, set your brain clock and your body clock to exam time. Oh my god. I need water. Like I've said in the previous video as well, you have to make your body clock and your brain clock align with the time that you're going to take the exam. I swear it's really the best, one of the best tips I can give. And stop with the all-nighters. You have all day next day to study. You have a month left still. Don't worry. And that leads me to my next point. Take care of your health. Not like me right now. You can't have studied for that long and then on the day of the boards you get a fever or you get diarrhea or you get dementia. No. Okay. Eat well, sleep well, stay hydrated, and maybe, I don't know, do 10 push-ups or 10 jumping jacks in the morning. Just make sure to do your best to stay healthy, physically and mentally. This will help you overall to study better, to retain the information better, and on the exam day, to answer the exam to the best of your capability. The next few tips will focus on the studying part. Focus on the bigger picture first. So if you have a couple of cabinets in your head, cabinet. One will be for chemistry, organic chemistry, and that's the bigger concept. Focus on the bigger concept so that all these little details will not get into the wrong cabinets, into the wrong drawer. For example, when you're studying pharmacognosy and you're studying the classifications of volatile oils, you know what volatile oils are. You have to understand the concept of volatile oils. Then you have to understand the concept of phenols, for example. Phenols will always have an ol because their structure is the benzene ring with an OH. So you will never mistake methyl salicylate, which is an ester volatile oil, because you know the concept of what an ester is versus what a phenol is. Understanding the concept will help you organize things inside your mind so that when you need to pick the right file, it's right there for you. Stress on important points. Stress on formulas or formulae. Stress on important terms or things that you might have to memorize, and maybe write them down on flashcards so you can take them wherever you need to go. And especially on your weak points, those are very important. You need to put extra effort into those things that you don't understand, and extra emphasis on those things that you think will really come out. And things like formulae, which you can apply across different kinds of problems, and things like classifications, which are especially important in pharmacognosy and pharmacology, so that if you know the class of a drug, then you might have an idea of what letters it might end with or begin with, what specific characteristics it may have, or what mechanism of action or condition it will be used to treat. Number 7, make notes on notes. By this time, you probably already have your own notes and you have photocopies and you have books. But what I mean by make your own notes is put notes on your notes. For example, these are my biochemistry notes. See, all that stuff. I love biochemistry, but I left the page blank to make notes at the beginning, to make a summary. So see if you can read that. There's biomolecules, and this is an outline of my notes. And here we have a summary of the different pathways with my own handwriting shortcut, even the nitrogen metabolism, if it's not blurred. I know it's kind of blurred, but that's how it is. And even this is important too. See, I made a little summary of the old and the new yield of ATP for each of the processes, and also for beta oxidation. I think it's a very good idea to make notes on notes, because it's like you're summarizing it for yourself and you're recapping what you really understood or extracted from what you read. Also, that way when you go over the notes again, you can just look at that and try to recall from memory what you read on that specific part. Practice and more practice. That is why I joined the final coaching in my review center, because I wanted to practice my exam taking. I wanted to practice how fast I could shade or what technique I can use in shading. I wanted to practice how much time I spend on each item in each subject. I wanted to practice my deduction skills. I wanted to practice my brain to get used to being asked questions. So practice shading. Practice timing. If you spend maybe 30 minutes on your first run through of the exam, how much time do you have left to review? And practice your deduction skills. I think that's one of the most important and the most powerful skills you can bring to the board exam. Last but not the least, I think the most important is to stay positive and focused. It's really true when they say that confidence is key. I mean, believing in yourself, believing that you can do it is a really powerful tool that you need. There have been a lot of studies on the effects of positivity and optimism in exam taking. And the brain really does work better when you believe that you can do it when you are optimistic about it. So keep your energy positive and keep your eyes on the goal. So that's it for today's video. Those were the 9 things I advise to do in the last month before the board exam. And I know it's easier said than done, but really don't stress out too much. You'll be fine. Thanks again for watching. If you guys have any suggestions or questions or concerns, feel free to comment down below and I will get right to you because I care about you guys. And yeah, see you in the next video.